Hi, good evening. Today we'll be reviewing some of the business headlines, the business and financial headlines from the Hindustan Times and the Times of India. Right. So the business section of these newspapers. We start with the Hindustan Times, page 12, their business section. They are leading with the Apple story. Yes, Apple Incorporation sees India among its top markets in future. So Apple just opened their first Apple store in India, and this was in the Bandra Kurla complex in Bombay. So they have so Tim Cook is in India at the moment, right? So the story is Apple's incorporation sees India among its top markets in the future, and several enthusiasts from across the country visited its first India store. Right? So there was quite a big crowd uh, on the during the opening event. Right? So Tim Cook himself was there. Uh, I won't go through the whole story, but I'll just sort of read the gist of it. So basically, India could become one of Apple Incorporation's biggest markets one day. Uh, uh, Basically, Tim Cook said that in Mumbai, uh, on a day, uh, over 1,000 people, many of them from across the country, poured into its first India store. So basically, hoping that India will become one of Apple's biggest markets. Um, we view India as great from a number of points of view. I think the skills here are unique, the vibrancy of the people and the culture, the dynamism of the market, the feeling that anything is possible. All of these things bode well for India in the future, and we want to be part of it. But not just from a market point of view, but all from a skill sets point of view, helping artists here. I can't stress this enough. We are all in. He added, right? So yeah, betting big on India at the moment. Apple. In As part of the opening, Apple is offering a Mumbai Rising special at the store with local artists and creative professionals offering free sessions on Apple products along with other hands-on activities. Right. So if you visit the store, you're likely to come across these offers. Okay. Another interesting story on the same page. Uh, Exam jitters grip finance pros over SEBI certification. So this is regarding the proposed certification. SEBI has approved the proposal that investments so alternative investment funds AIFs, right? They should have certification. The people involved or people offering portfolio management services, right? They need to have certification. Uh, and they need to clear a certification exam from the National Institute of Securities Market, NISM. So SEBI has approved this proposal, and so there's a bit of jitters going around in the sort of the finance professionals at the moment. Uh, at the law stand at the moment, uh, the requirement is for some experience, right? Some experience from at least one of the members of the team that is offering uh, that portfolio management services, right? Uh, that's going to be replaced by a minimum sort of certification. Uh, it's not clear at the moment whether all members need to have the certification or just one member of the team is required to have the certification. Because as the law stands, in terms of experience, only one member of the team needs to have, I guess, a minimum 5 years investment experience requirement, right? So, will the same apply now in terms of the certification? Remains to be seen. From Hindustan Times, okay, I'm having trouble here. Uh, so, Air India announces a slew of initiatives to add more passengers. So it aims to optimize the customer experience in the air, online, and on the ground. So Air India has announced sort of a few initiatives uh, to increase its passenger capacity. Right? There's a list of so it's a small piece. I won't go through the details here. Okay, but yeah, the Tata with Air India are planning big with Air India. Uh, they have recently done a record order for Boeing as well as Airbus planes, aircraft, right? The other story is India's air traffic touches new high. Okay, this is another story by Anu Sharma. Domestic airlines carried a record 13 million passengers in March, up by over 11% compared to the corresponding month of 2018 and 2019, so pre-COVID, right? Just according to the Directorate General of Civil Aviation data. Uh, so domestic air travel demand has been on an upward trajectory since December, showing signs of higher air travel penetration in India. Okay, so so this is air-related stories, and then you have in the middle onion crashes again as rains spark panic sales by farmers. So I guess if you open the business pages, you will get these sort of stories, extreme stories of like a K-shaped recovery, right? The high end of the market gaining or benefiting, and the lower end or the lower section of society suffering. This is going to be, I think, a uh, constant feature, at least looks like for the foreseeable future. So as we said, airlines, India's air traffic touches new high, but on the same page you have farmers, panic sales by farmers as onion crashes. Onion prices are crashed because of inclement weather, right? The details of the story. Onion prices have started falling again amid a glut in the market as distressed farmers try and dispose of thousands of tons of crops damaged by rain and hailstorm in key onion growing regions. According to the IMD, this uh, Maharashtra, the largest uh, onion growing state, received 308% above normal rainfall in the week ended 12th April. Okay, this is the Indian Meteorological Department. So they have said that Maharashtra, which is the largest onion growing state, received 308% above normal rainfall in the week ended 12th April. Since March, the state has got 17.5 mm precipitation, 79% above. Okay, 79% above the usual 9.8 mm. So yeah, there are two contrasting narratives here in terms of uh, distress for farmers and joy for the airline industry. We move on to still Hindustan Times. Uh, Wind power, the story now, wind power braces for El Nino effect. Again, a weather related story. The effects of El Nino on wind power generation in India could lead to lower output amid soaring summer temperatures. So India, by a lot of accounts, is going to face a heat wave, some very high temperatures this summer, and this could so lead the effect of El Nino, the El Nino pattern, and this could affect wind power generation. Okay, so that's the story. And for the story, quite a bit of text here. Again, I will not go into the details. This is going to be a bad year for wind due to El Nino effect. Wind speeds have been slow for the last few years despite good monsoon. This will become far more evident during the historically high wind months of June to September, basically the monsoon season. This was said by the head of one of the largest wind energy producers in India, requesting anonymity. So yeah, for wind generation, wind power generation, uh, renewables, okay, are going to face some challenges because of the weather, ironically. Uh, so that's it for the Hindustan Times. Okay, thank you for staying with me. Okay, take care.